Hello everyone. So in the previous video we wanted to add fonts, Google fonts in our HTML file, but we had some internet issues back then, but now it's fine it seems. So let's go ahead and add the Google fonts to our website. Let's see how we can do it. Firstly, let's go to Google Fonts. You can see Google Fonts here, and then you can browse through like thousands of fonts here. Let's go ahead and create the HTML file. We already have the HTML file, but we'll be creating from scratch just to demonstrate. Sorry, just to demonstrate how we can incorporate it. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit as well, so you guys can see it better. Um, you know what? Let's not start from scratch. Starting from scratch every time is a pain. Let's go ahead and select this font right here. It looks interesting, a bit scary maybe. I'm not sure. We can incorporate the font in a few ways. Let's go ahead and click download family. We can download it and then use it. Let's not do it in this video. Let's click view selected families. Okay, we didn't select it, my bad. We have to select like this, add it to the cart almost. In other fonts there are usually like more things. Let me show you guys, like for Roboto, thin 100, thin 100, italic, light 300. Many font weight, these are font weights. So if you want bold, you'll get bold font. If you don't want bold, in some fonts there are just only one, like this one right here. Let's go ahead and add it like this, select, and then check here. There are two ways to incorporate it now. We can incorporate it like this, copy this whole thing like this, or use click it right here and then tag in the HTML file. You can paste it. We did paste it, and now we need to learn the CSS rules. So we have to mention font family, Coblamo. Okay, Coblamo cursive. Okay, let's go ahead and mention it right here. Okay, font family, let's replace the font family with this. All right, let's go ahead and open with live server to see the results for ourselves. This is one way to incorporate it. Yes, we have the font, as you can see. It's the same font. We have it. How do we get it? We can use it link or at import. Let's try link one first. We'll copy the whole thing from here and then paste it in our HTML head. You can see in about.html we don't have the font. Let's go ahead and check out about.html. Yes, we don't have the font. Let's paste it, and now we have the font. It looks pretty bad for us too. Anyway, so this is one way. There's one more way. Let's go ahead and delete this link thing, and now let's go ahead and try the import one. So in import we have to import this part, because the style tag is not necessary because we are not using the internal CSS. So in the at import we have to paste it right here. We are importing from this URL. We have specified the link right here, and we'll be importing it and using it. We have already used the font family. CSS rule is the same. We have already used the CSS rule right here. Let's go ahead and paste it for one more time. And now we can see that both of the index and about has this font, as although we have deleted it from here. Let's delete it from here as well. I was going to delete the HTML file, CSS file as well. That's what I was thinking. What am I deleting from? All right, so we have deleted from both of the files here. As you can see, there are no Google links. Uh, there are no pre-connect HTML, HTTP fonts.google APIs or whatever. There are none, but we have imported it here. We can do it like this, or we can do it like this. Paste it at the heading or paste it at the CSS file top part, or we can use it internally as well, like this style, and then paste the import URL right here like this, or you can just copy the whole thing with the style tag as well. So pasted it, and as you can see, it's still working, but it won't work for about.html now if I delete it from here, because we did not import it in about.html. As you can see, this is the old font we are getting. This is not the new Kablamo font. The Kablamo font is right here in the index.html style tag and import URL. This is the Kablamo text. Yes. So let's go ahead, and we've learned how to incorporate font like this, and let's go ahead and see what they're doing. Okay, font size 10 pixel font family. We've mentioned the font family like this. Px means pixels. Yes, I'm not sure if I have mentioned this previously, but px means pixels, and pixels are a dot in your monitor. You can Google it for more. Let's go ahead and Google it for ourselves. Pixels, or not this. Pixels in monitor. My bad. Yes. So this is essentially a dot, and their result is a total of 2,073,600 and 73,600 pixels on screen. Okay, great. So let's go ahead. We can use text align center. We did not use this one. Let's go ahead and use it. Let's use it right here. Div. Oh no, not like this. We have to use the div outside of the style tag. My bad. I want to target all the divs, and let's go ahead and text align center. Let's go ahead and use the index.html. Yes, the texts are now at the center of the div. This is our whole div, and the texts are in the center, as you can see. Let's go ahead and text align left. The text is on the left side, but we can't see it properly because of the padding. Let's go ahead and remove the padding. Where are the padding? This is the padding. We can comment by using control and slash, as I've mentioned previously. Yes, as you can see, the text is aligned from left now. I can do it right as well. Can I do? I probably can do bottom. Let's go ahead and Google it. If you're not sure about something, just Google it, because Google has all the answers. Text align justify. Okay, there are no bottom. Okay. Okay, it's fine though. We can use start and center, or left, right, center, as I did previously. Oh, so let's not use the style internal CSS like this. Let's use the external CSS from right here, and we want to target the div, which stands for division. And let's go ahead and type text align center. Yes, the text is now centered. We are missing the font. Let's not use the Kablamo font. Let's go ahead and use something else. Something better. Let's go ahead and use Montserrat is great. I like this font. Let's go ahead and use the medium 500 one. So we need to delete the previous one, kablamo, from here, otherwise we'll be importing that as well. And I prefer to use the import one over the linking in HTML, because it's much more clean and you can understand where it is from. And the link tag has like 3 lines of 3 link. It's also good, but I prefer this one. It's much more cleaner. Anyway, let's go ahead and use the font family from here. Let's copy it and paste it right here. We need to replace the previous one. Yes, this font is looking much better. Let's close the text align stuff. What are they using? Text align center. Yes, we did this. Line height, letter spacing. Okay, let's use these two. So to demonstrate line height, we need more lines, right? Let's go ahead and add BR, which stands for line break, as I mentioned previously. Hello world. Yes, so we can increase the, let's add a new class here. Let's add box with space. This class name is a bit big, but let's go ahead and use it. Box with space, and let's use line height. Let's go ahead and use, what did they use, 2? Let's use 4. You can see it is, line height is basically the space between lines. This is a line, this is a line. The line height I've set is 4. Let's go ahead and decrease it to 2. Yes, much more looking much better, I mean. All right, so I've set it to 1. I can even set it to -1. Can I? Okay, no, I can't, it seems. -20 pixels. No, I can't do that, my bad. So I can do 2 or 1 or whatever line height I want. I can also do letter spacing. This one I can do minus for sure. Letter spacing. So letter spacing is for spacing out your letters, how much space you want between letters. Let's go ahead and add 20 pixels. Wow, so it's overflowing means getting outside of the box. Let's decrease it to 5 pixels. Yeah, so you can see that five pixel gaps between each and every letters. I can use -5 pixels and clutter it all. Yes, I can use the negative value here. I remember it. I thought I can do it with line height as well, but I can't apparently. All right, so adjust the px values as you like. Yes, so you can adjust the font size to pixels as you like. If you like 4 pixel letter spacing, it's up to you. You can use the font size to 20 pixels. You can use 10 pixels, whatever you like. You can use it. We've already studied box model in our previous video, but let's go ahead one more time. This is the main element. We can check it in our inspect Chrome dev tool as well. Let's go ahead and go to Chrome dev tool and see the box model right here. So in the, if you inspect your browser and then go to styles and then go to the bottom, and then you can see the box model. This is the main content. Outside of it there's padding, then there's border, then there's margin. I've gone over it a few times now, but this is very important, that's why I keep repeating it. Here's your element, then there's padding. Outside of your content is your padding, then is your border, then is your margin. You need to understand this thoroughly because you'll be using margin and padding in separate ways to separate other boxes. You need to understand it pretty well. All right, so Display, yes, I did talk about display in the last video, but I did not go in detail. But let's go ahead and uh, discuss it a bit more. But I will not be discussing everything, but just for basic understanding, we do have default block in almost many things, I guess. So box with space now have block. I've used block here. So what is a block? Block level elements will take the whole line. I can demonstrate it here as well as I would like, but yes. So block level elements will, let's go ahead and search for block level element in HTML. Yes. So block level element will take the whole line. Yes, this is the first paragraph. The background color of this paragraph have been colored to distinguish them from the parent element. See, this paragraph, this line is only this long, right? But the extra spacing is taken because of the because it is a block level element. Let's delete everything and just keep a paragraph tag. Let's say hello world. I keep saying hello world because in programming it's pretty common to use hello world. Let's comment everything else. Why is it not commenting out? Pretty weird. Anyway, let's not comment it out. So let's go to index.html. Yes, hello world. So I can inspect it, and this is a block level. This, oh, okay, this is the body. I've mixed up a little bit, I guess. Let's delete everything. Yeah, well, let's not delete the font. Yes, so let's go ahead and add display block. We need to use the semicolon here to end the sentence. Yes, we have added. Let's inspect it like this. So the paragraph, yes, display block. So what does this display block mean? As you can see, this whole line is taken by this hello world, but the hello world is just this long. It doesn't need the whole line to uh, it doesn't need the whole line to show itself, right? But this is taking the whole line. Let's go ahead and set the display to inline only. As you can see, the paragraph is now is display inline and is not taking the whole line. It is just taking as much space as it's needed. And there are one more thing, inline block, and I don't remember it myself as well. Let's go ahead and Google it. Oh, okay. So in display block, you cannot set. Okay, in compared to display inline, the major difference is that display inline block allows to set a width and a height on the element. Okay, so in display inline, you can set a width and a height. Let's try it. Let's add height 200 pixel. Can we set the height 200 pixel? No, we can't, as you can see. The display inline property prevents height from having an effect. Try setting display to something other than inline. Okay. Can we add the width? No, we can't. Same issue. We can't use it. But if we use inline block here, we can, and we did. We did have the height here and the width here. All right, let's delete it and understand a bit more here. Also, the display inline block, the top and bottom margin padding are respected, but with display inline, they are not. So if you use display inline, you will have just the space you need and no margin top, margin bottom. but margin left and right are okay, but no margin top and bottom, and no width and height, extra height and width. Okay, so compared to display block, the major difference is that display inline block does not add a line break after the element. Oh, line break. So line break includes that, indicates that the whole line taking by that paragraph. So if I use just display block here, this will take the whole line. This paragraph will take the whole line. As you can see, it is applying a line break here. You can't have another p tag next to it. Let's go ahead and type inline world. This is gone to a new line, as you can see, but if I use inline tag here, this will be in the same line, as it does not apply the line break and it does not need a new line. Oh, great. This is the fun part of trying to teach people. You can reinvent many things, as you probably forgot because of not using them. All right, so we've covered a lot about fonts, text color, text, incorporating fonts from Google, and display block, display inline blocks, and a lot. We'll be talking a bit more about CSS in next few videos, and then we'll be going into JavaScript, which is my personal favorite because JavaScript is a real programming language and HTML, CSS is not programming languages. CSS is style sheets and HTML is hypertext markup language. So yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.